Hi guys, it's Krista from Playing with a Purpose, and today I'm going to share with you my January classroom. If you're new here, my name is Krista and I'm a childcare provider for up to 5 children. And on my channel you'll find tips and tricks, all things related to childcare, shopping hauls, and the odd family vlog. This month, the children and I are going to talk about topics such as winter animals, snow and ice, hockey, and we're going to have a pajama day. So without further ado, let me show you what our January classroom looks like. When you first walk in the classroom, you'll see a hockey rink set up, and I just used white tablecloths and I taped it down with some black tape, and I just put up a hockey net, and we used this last year. It's just a box, and I printed up a picture of a Zamboni machine so the children can clean the ice with this. Over here, I just have a shelf set up with a bunch of hockey related items. Starting at the top, I just have these little hockey sticks, a hockey Build-A-Bear, and in here I just put some toques and some gloves. I just use these as a prop for hockey gloves. I also found some of these hockey gloves. Some of the free sites in my local area were getting rid of some things like hockey gloves, so I went and picked up these. I picked up a couple of jerseys at some garage sales. I used this for a puck, which is an empty tape, and I just painted it black. I didn't have time to paint this one yet, but it's just an empty tape. These don't hurt anyone, and I think it looks like a puck. Then I just put out some black socks from the dollar store for some skates. And then I also have some pylons here. For the writing center this month, I just have these little boards that the children can practice writing their letters. So the rink is a great gross motor activity for the classroom during the winter. On this table this week, we just have a Dress the Snowman. And so the children can just grab pieces from the basket and dress up the snowman. Over on this shelf, I just have a couple of winter puzzles. This one is really neat. It's different blocks and they can build different pictures. So they use the cubes to make different pictures. So they can make a whale, they can make a penguin, a polar bear. And then here I have a bunch of different Melissa and Doug puzzles. So there's a hockey one, different winter animals. On this one, there's some winter activities going on. And on the back of this one, there's a winter scene. Down here, I have a little basket with different Arctic pieces, and it's a little board. And what the children do is they place the different pieces on the board, and then they try to make sure it stays balanced. So there's a little Eskimo girl, and you can put the fish down the hole. And there's penguins, walrus, a seagull, another penguin. So the children take turns taking the pieces off until it topples over. I think this is a great little toy. The children can also use these pieces for loose parts. It's a great skill building toy that gives the children opportunities to learn about balance and use their critical thinking skills. Over on this shelf, I have a little igloo, and inside there's sweet little characters inside. So there's a fish, but it encourages the children to use those finger muscles to make the toy talk. This one has a little bell sound in it. This one has crinkles. And again, this one, the children will squeeze it and make the penguin. So when the children squeeze this one, it squeaks. So again, these are great little loose parts for the children to play with. This toy is made by Baby Gund, and I think I bought it at Indigo. And down here I have these little trucks. They're made by Mega Blocks, I believe. The pieces just come apart, and each car has 3 pieces. And so the children can just build the cars with 3 simple pieces. So they can make it however they want. They can make crazy cars and not match them up. But I like to use, when I set this activity up, I always make sure I have a lot of different colors so that the children can naturally match up the 2 different colors together. So this is great for fine motor and color recognition as well. Over here I have a polar bear puppet, a polar bear and a penguin puppet. And over here I have some Melissa and Doug stacking toys, the penguin as well as the snowman. And down here I have a little Jack-in-the-Box, and it's a polar bear. Over here I have some new winter books, and I usually don't have enough room on the shelf, and so I've been putting a bunch of extra books up here so that I can rotate them in and out. I took down our Christmas tree ornaments, but I kept up the tree because I just thought it looked kind of wintry and I thought it would be nice in the classroom. I also have these little snowflakes hanging from the ceiling, which makes it look wintry in our classroom. And then in our block center, I have a bunch of soft snowballs for the children to throw. And then I have this little basket that just has a bunch of items for the children to play with. So we have some snowmen. These are little skis. So this little guy can ski. And then here's another one. And then here's a little girl, and she's on a little toboggan. I also have these little Paw Patrol pups, and they also come with little vehicles and little toboggans. Over the years, I got some of these figurines through those Countdown to Christmas calendars. I think one was like a Little People set and one was Paw Patrol. And they're just sort of a fun prop to put in your block center. I also added some trees for loose parts, some snowflakes, little candles, and the children know that they can turn them on so they can build things and have a light. So that's super fun for the children and gives the children opportunity to practice turning things on and off. This helps the children have an understanding of opposites, on and off. It gives them fine motor practice, turning it on and off, and lots of creative play. I left all our regular blocks out. Also in this basket, I just added some white felt. I also wrapped up some of our blocks with white paper so that they could be icebergs. I also added some pictures up here of some igloos so the children have inspiration for building. On this side, I covered some cardboard with some tin foil, and it's a great sensory experience. I also added pictures of my daycare children on the blocks, so that adds a really fun element into our block center. Over in our dramatic play area, we just have a very simple setup, a hot chocolate station. I have some printables from Play to Learn Preschool, and this is a menu from some of the things that they might want to order. I just labeled some of the items, and this just gives the children an opportunity to match up the items to the pictures. It also gives the children an understanding that print has meaning. And so I have some hot chocolate here, and inside I just put some crinkled brown paper so the children can put hot chocolate inside the cups. I have some mugs here, some stir sticks. I have some to-go mugs. I just finished disinfecting all my toys so they weren't stacked up here. So here's the lids and some marshmallows, and I just use little white pom-poms for that. And on the bottom I have some croissants, some cupcakes, I don't know where our little sign went, and some cookies. I love using the letter cookies made by Learning Resources. That way the children have more opportunities to see the letters, and we can talk about the letters as we play. And then over here, we just kept out the slide and some snow pants, which is actually just some pajama pants, and some scarves and slippers, and then some winter clothing for the dolls. The cleaning continues to be a lot of extra work. I did purchase a new cleaning tool that's saved me a lot of time, and it's allowing me to put a lot more cloth materials out, and I'll share what I got in another future video. I hope you enjoyed this tour. I'm Krista with Playing with a Purpose. I'll see you next time.